So today we're going to take a look at LingJiHun's Crimson Typhoon from the movie Pacific Rim. Now, out of all the 4 Jaegers that was in that movie, this is my second favorite. Of course, my first favorite is the Slappy Hands McGee over here. But yeah, this is a pretty old film. It's like 13 years old, but they're still making figures of them. So it goes to show how well these robots are designed to have people still want them. So this is, I think, an official release because it has all the branding. It has the actual name, the movie, and the legendary distributor and all that. So I think this is a legit figure from LingJiHun. And they are releasing more of these. The second release Jaeger is of course Gypsy Danger, and hopefully the other two, forgot what they're called, Striker Eureka and Cherno Alpha, yeah. And hopefully the other previous Mark 1s, Mark 2s, Mark 3 Jaegers, not the new ones, fuck those. So with that being said, let's take a look at this Crimson Boy. And here's Crimson Typhoon, and this is a legit nice figure. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much when I ordered this, honestly, but after looking at it closely, this is something else. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at him. And here's a closer look at Crimson Typhoon, and as you can see, this is true to form from what you see in the film. Even the paintwork is really nice. It's all glistening, very shiny. And yeah, I honestly wasn't really looking forward for this figure. I just came upon it one day and, you know, I just said, okay, I'll just buy it because I really like the design of these Jaegers from that film. And after getting them in hand, I was like, holy shit, this thing is cool. There is a bigger version of this, not from the same company, but from, I think, Infinity Studios that you could pose. But, you know, I don't know where to put that, so I'm just gonna stick with the smaller versions. Imagine having 4 big-ass Jaegers in your room. I don't think I'll have room for that, so I'm just gonna stick to this size. And yeah, this is him. Now, he does have some accessories, and he does have some light-up features, so let's take a look at the light up features first. Now, in order to light up his light up features, there is like a magnet thing in this arm here. There is a magnet somewhere in here that switches on the light, but I don't know why mine doesn't work, so I'm gonna use my own magnet here. So you just basically doop, and yeah, there he goes. He's on. I really thought it was really unfair how they basically killed him off in the movie. I mean, they should have just given this Jaeger 5 more minutes of screen time before they offed him. It didn't really look like much of a battle. And there is one more light up feature at the back. Doop. And there we go. I don't like how see-through the paneling is here. It kind of shines. But, that's something I can forgive. At least there's lighting features, you know? Oops. So yeah. Along with that, he does come with other accessories. Like I showed you before, this is his transformed left hand, arm, forearm thing. So you can see he does have the Pacific Defense Federation. And it does rotate. So that's kind of fun. You could replace it with this forearm to have him transform into that, how do you say, Typhoon formation. Another, well, 2 other accessories is his other hands here. So they rotate. They're basically identical, so let's just take a look at one of them. So yeah, that's pretty fun. Also, he comes with jet effects, jet flame effects. He comes with 3 because he does have 3 exhaust points, and these are basically the same, but they do have an angle towards them, so you could position them like in directional form, if that makes sense. So you could go left, right, up, down, like this peg here. It's not really straight, so you could have them move around whichever way this thing is pointing. And I think lastly, he comes with this weird envelope thing. Ta-da! It's not what you think. It's basically instructional manual, basically. I appreciate it, but you know, I don't know why it's in an envelope. So it shows you how to interchange, how to fix the battery and all that. Speaking of batteries, this figure actually comes with batteries. They were nice enough to give you some to install. So one of the batteries they give you is this. This is for his head. So you fit 2 and he's good to go. Yoop. And secondly, yoop, this is for his thruster. This is going to be installed in his back. So I don't know if you can see the code. Yeah, there we go. So there's 2 forms of batteries that comes with this figure. Should I really show you how to install it? It's pretty... Okay, give me a minute. So you gotta switch this off first. And then basically, so this is his head. You just have to basically really forcefully, unfortunately, just reveal that. So you just unplug that thing, his visor or whatever, and yeah, so basically this is it. And you just plug it in. As you can see, that's where the light source is. I don't know if the camera can get that. There we go. So you just do. I can do this. I have to believe in myself. And then you just plug it in. Really, it's really, there we go. And then, ooh, look how cute he is. And then for the back is more tricky because you really have to force it open somehow. There we go. So you force it open here. That's where the battery sits. Nothing in the back. That's about it, really. So yeah, that was some useless information for you guys, basically. So that being said, let's do a comparison with my other Crimson Typhoon. So a little fun comparison here is the NECA release of Crimson Typhoon back in the day versus the modern one. And you know, back in the day, I really liked this figure when it released. Back when NECA used to do cool shit like this. Now they're just doing, I don't know what they're doing now. Fucking 80s cartoons now and horror. So I think they're no longer doing movie licenses anymore, which makes sense because, you know, movies nowadays kind of suck and there's really no money in it nowadays. But to have Pacific Rim Jaegers still be created into toy form 13 years later is really encouraging. I really like that. As you can see, the NECA figures do have issues. Like this guy, his legs are gone basically. I don't know, it's wobbly as shit and he doesn't stand anymore. He basically leans against the shelf. But I don't think you'll have a problem with this guy. All his joints are ratchet and very sturdy. So yeah. Sorry guy, I think I have to retire you. You're no longer my favorite. Yeah, his legs are gone basically. It's typical NECA quality back in the day. They didn't really make them to last forever. So, with that being said, let's take a closer look at this very primo looking robot.
And here's a closer look at Crimson Typhoon. And as you can see in his eyes, he does have like a honeycomb type effect. Just kind of nice for something so small. I don't know what these symbols mean, because in the lore, he only killed 7 kaijus, so that could be wrong. As you can see his reactors, I guess, over there. I do have him in the storm cloud formation, as they said in the movie. I could be wrong again. That was 13 years ago when I saw that movie. And moving down, I really like robots that look like this. That look, how do you say, a real world, you know? Like they don't look too fantastic. They look like they can exist in our world, basically. As you can see, I put the flame effects. Don't know if the lights are coming through, but they are on. So you can see the back of his legs is insane. You can articulate these, but I don't know why. So that's an option. So yeah, that's the close-up of Crimson Typhoon. So with that being said, let's take him and try to put him somewhere in my room. So this is where I'll stick Crimson Typhoon for now on my table. He seems to fit here in my room more than anywhere else. So yeah, can't wait to get Gypsy Danger and the rest of the Jaegers this company is pushing out. So with that being said, thanks for watching. And as always, go get him.